Celtics family, take a deep breath, because today we have news that hits both heart and mind. There is a player stepping into a role nobody saw coming, a front office decision that could shake up the rotation, and a message about Boston's identity and future. Do you feel the energy? This impact is not just about now. It is the kind of pivot that resets goals. And what if I told you the absence that scared the fanbase might have opened an unexpected window? Who benefited from it? You will not believe what we have today. So sit down, hit that like button, and let's get straight to it. There is a name that has started to change the locker room's beat and the cadence of this rotation. But before I say it, think about what it means to inject fresh fuel into a roster that lost its offensive anchor. It is pace, long arms on closeouts, sprints in transition, and offensive rebounds turning into second chances. Every possession brings a spark. When the staff tinkered with rotations, someone did not just step in, he kicked the door down. The effect is steady minutes, physical presence, and a confidence that spills over to the group. The question is whether he can sustain it. That is where it gets fun. It is Josh Minott, the fourth-year wing who arrived quietly in the offseason on a 2-year, $5 million deal and is breaking out to start 2025-26. In 5 games, he has suited up in 4, earned his first 2 NBA starts, and already set personal bests. 15 points against the Pelicans on Monday and 14 rebounds in the rout of the Cavaliers on Wednesday. He is averaging 22.3 minutes per night after never topping 6.4. This is not a fluke. It is timing, opportunity, and work. With Jason Tatum out for most of the season due to an Achilles injury, the frontcourt became vulnerable. That is where Minott's profile becomes a necessity. Length to switch matchups, timely backdoor cuts, attacking the rim without a called play, and a hunger on the offensive glass that changes the math of possessions. When he did not see the floor against the Knicks on October 24th, it felt odd, but it looked more like early season lab work than a warning sign. In the other games, his impact jumped off the screen. The kid is brimming with confidence. I just love this place so much, man. My teammates, coaches, the staff, top to bottom. I can't thank God enough, he said, with a smile that explains half of his engine on the floor. His NBA stint in Minnesota was quiet, but the G League already showed the DNA. Over 21 points, nearly 7 boards, and better than 50% from the field. Boston saw that window and made a low-cost, high-upside bet. Tactically, he frees creators to attack with space because defenders must respect his cuts and rebounding. On defense, he helps cover mismatches and ignites transition after a block or deflection. When the energy dips, he relights the torch. Fans can feel it. The crowd buys effort. Comments are already popping. Intensity, humility, a clear role. The challenge now is consistency. Scouts will test the jumper, the passing angles, and the foul discipline. The staff will fine-tune groupings, bigger wing pairings, small ball units to run, or lineups with more size in the paint when the game gets physical. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time against the 76ers is a stress test. If he keeps delivering, the entire locker room levels up. Remember this. Nobody expected the most painful absence to open the door for such a quick leap. And if I told you the front office also moved pieces to lock in this new identity of depth and competitiveness, would you be ready for what comes next? Because the next move says a lot about the plan for the coming months. That was not even the most surprising part of the day. The front office stamped a move that looks small on paper but speaks volumes about the Celtics' roadmap. The franchise picked up Baylor Scheierman's third-year team option for next season, according to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype. Take a breath. That is not just bookkeeping. It is a message. With Jason Tatum out for most of the year and Drew gone in the offseason, this roster needed real minutes to mold the next core. The signal is clear. Development, depth, and collective identity over cosmetic fixes. What is the immediate impact? Baylor retains a protected place in the plan even while living on modest minutes. 11.9 per game with 3.3 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 1.0 assist on 35.4% shooting. It might look cold, but it is not. We are talking about a wing who spent his rookie year primarily in the G League, got scattered run with the big club, learned Mazzulla's defensive language, and is now being tested in targeted assignments. Against the Cavaliers, he was thrown into the fire to guard Donovan Mitchell. The coach did not hold back. Baylor, executed the game plan. That line says more than the spreadsheet. Why does it matter? The option is cheap, low risk, and carries technical upside. The Celtics buy time to see if the jumper stabilizes, the decision-making speeds up, and the defensive versatility becomes an everyday tool. In a season without a full-throttle title chase, banking quality reps becomes the priority. Every rotation, every closeout, every cut red is a brick for the future. And the future needs big wings who think the game, stretch the floor, and survive switches. The fan base is already split, and that is healthy. Some ask, why keep a guy shooting 35.4% from the field? Patience. Celtics family. The contract value allows for mistakes. The potential payoff of shaping a 3-and-D profile with plus rebounding and above-average feel is worth the bet. Without Tatum, this team needs players who fill space, not improvised heroes. Baylor cuts without the ball, battles on the glass, passes well enough to keep the offense alive, and his mechanics are sound. Does he need volume and confidence? He does. That comes with playing time. Here is the strategic layer. Picking up the option builds continuity with other young pieces and keeps future trades flexible if a market opportunity pops up later. In the short term, it also raises positive internal competition. Do you want minutes? Bring impact in the 5 to 8 touches you get. Do you want to close games? Defend without fouling, contest hard, and do not break spacing. That is how culture holds in a transition year. Baylor himself did not make it a storyline. He told Mass Live he is focused on tomorrow, confident in what is ahead. That is the right answer. The club cleared the uncertainty and put the ball back on the court. Now it is on him to turn those Donovan Mitchell assignments into a habit, steady the catch and shoot, and prove he deserves a place in the next banner chase. But hold on, because the question we leave for the end is going to hit both the stands and the locker room. So here is where we land. Minot has become an engine of energy and versatility in a thin frontcourt, opening lanes for faster transition and aggressive rebounding, while Baylor's option signals a plan built on continuity, real tests, and depth by conviction, not coincidence. The debate is clear. Leaning heavily on youth in a Tatum-less year speeds up development, but it also brings mistakes and swings. Is that the right bet now, or was the market approach too conservative? Who should close games? Raw intensity or veteran security? Drop your take, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep this rolling.